TED Talks are personal. The only reason to give a TED Talk is that you feel passionately about something, and your sense of a purpose creates an energy boost for both you and your audience. In addition, TED Talks often take us on a journey, as the speaker shares his transition from ignorance to understanding of something important truth. We follow along in his footsteps, where business speeches generally focus on a desired outcome. TED Talks are also about the process of realizing how you are going to get there. There are many benefits of using TED Talks in learning in English. English is an international language in the world. Most people are using this language in the daily life, and learning English is very essential for people because of many benefits it brings. Firstly, it's an important language because we use this language to communication with other countries' people. We also use English in many places. For example, it is used in the international business, computer language, movies, and so on. Secondly, we can communicate with people all over the world so that we can understand each other very well. Here's the TED Talk. It's by John, and he talks about the 4 reasons to learn a new language. With English being increasingly used as a global language, it is effectively argued that there are still numerous benefits to learning other languages. A bit serious in places, but insight into strong connections between language, culture, and behavior. In this talk, he asks what the point of learning a language other than English is, considering English is becoming the main language of communication worldwide. So, his reasons are, if you ever want to understand another culture, language is a crucial aspect. You can't expect to really know another country until you speak some of its language. Language learning has health benefits. If you speak 2 or more languages, you are better at multitasking and dementia is less likely to set in. Moreover, it's never been easier to teach yourself another language. You don't have to go to class or buy fancy courses. Any language you want is in your pocket. Also, it's a lot of fun, feeling unfamiliar sounds rolling around your mouth, toying with word order. It is an invigorating experience. As you see here is texting is killing language, and it's also presented by John. He is a linguistic, begins his presentation by going back to visit different writings from the early 1900s or earlier. He shows how these writings were different than today's style of writing, and that nobody speaks the same way as they did before. His TED Talk was aimed at adults and teenagers that either engage in texting or are familiar with the particular texting language. John mentions how texting is not writing, but instead a different language altogether. John recognizes that a lot of people feel like texting is ruining grammar, language, and English. He uses humor and interesting facts to persuade the viewers and listeners. In addition, he believes that texting is still in its early stages of existence and will continue to develop in the future. From my point of view, I see that these TED Talks are very educational and interesting, especially for teenagers and adults. So on the first one, which is talk about 4 reasons to learn a new language, this TED Talk is the one to watch to get excited about language study from someone who's clearly excited about it himself. What's more, it will be useful whether you are just starting out and looking for some motivation, or deep in your studies and trying to stay focused. But in the second one, in the TED Talk, Texting is Killing Language, John talks about how language has been around for thousands of years, and even before that, writing had been around longer. I have learned very important points like learning a new language is not easy. So, when we want to learn the language, we should be confident and should not be shy. Therefore, we should practice language as much as we can. Moreover, he explains how in no way are these words hindering us. In fact, he believes they are making us better and smarter. As learners, listening to presentations about language learning, you can't only get some useful tips, but also get listening practice and presenting skills both at the same time. But when using them as a teacher for class resources, the content would likely be too difficult for beginner learners, but they can be great for intermediate to advanced level learners. Finally, English give you many chance to have a good job. There are many forging companies which require employees English skill. If you can speak English, you will have more opportunities. In short, learning English is really important to us in the modern world. We should learn English as much as possible. To conclude, we should practice these skills as much as we can. In addition to that, if we have desired, we can overcome the obstacle that we face when learning a language. Thanks for watching.